In the animal kingdom, there are only two choices. You are the predator or you are the prey. And in this new world, Tommy Norris has just been told what he must become. The cartel sees itself as a nest of snakes, cannibals with a code. But Tommy is being called something else, something that hunts them. The core of the entire trailer, and likely the entire season, is contained in one brutal piece of dialogue. A voice, dripping with cold pride, lays out the cartel's worldview. Snakes are cannibals. Did you know that? My business is similar, but we have a code. We only eat other snakes. This is Dan Morrill, or perhaps his boss Gamblino, explaining their ruthless order. They don't see themselves as villains. They see themselves as apex predators in a world of other predators. They maintain power by consuming rival cartels, rival snakes. It's a dark, twisted code of honor. Then the question is asked, are you calling Tommy a snake? The reply changes the entire game. A hawk. And hawks? They eat snakes, too. This isn't an insult. It's a terrifying recognition. The cartel doesn't see Tommy as a fellow criminal. They see him as a different kind of threat altogether. A solitary hunter from above, with a different set of rules who views them as food. This metaphor signals Tommy's inevitable transformation. To protect his family and his company, he cannot join their nest. He must learn to soar above it and strike with precision. He must become the hawk. But first, he has to survive the snake pit they've already drawn him into. The episode's title, Dancing Rainbows, is one of the most poetic and ominous in the series. In the oil fields, dancing rainbows refer to the iridescent, colorful sheen of oil leaking on water. It's a beautiful sight that signals an environmental disaster, a costly cleanup, and lethal danger. This metaphor is the visual heartbeat of the episode. It directly connects to the deadly hydrogen sulfide leak from episode 3. That invisible killer is now leaving a visible glittering stain. These rainbows are proof of negligence, of cutting corners, and of the toxic underbelly of the industry now fully exposed. The trailer warns that pressure builds beneath the oil fields. This is both a literal geological truth, pressure that causes leaks and blowouts, and a figurative one, the pressure from the cartel's debt, from MTex bankruptcy, and from Tommy's fractured family is reaching a breaking point. The dancing rainbows are the first sign that everything is about to erupt. The trailer opens with a deceptively simple scene. 5 people crammed into a car for a 7-hour journey. That's going to be fun, someone says with thick sarcasm. This is a pressure cooker on wheels. Confined space, long hours, and likely a group containing Tommy, members of his crew, and perhaps even family or cartel affiliates. This is where secrets will spill and loyalties will be tested. It's a perfect setup for the tragic crash mentioned in the synopsis. Our theory is this crash is not an accident. It is a direct result of the corner cutting and shady financing from Cooper's cartel-backed operation. Improperly maintained equipment, rushed safety protocols, and exhausted, pressured crews, all funded by the devil's money, create the perfect storm for catastrophe. This crash will be the day of reckoning. It will force government investigations, expose the cartel's involvement, and bring the physical dangers of the oil field crashing into the lives of the Norris family in a way they can no longer ignore or litigate away. Someone they know will likely be in that wreckage. With this impending disaster, every alliance will crack. Cammy Miller, left desperate and holding Monty's picture, is now the weakest link. The trailer's tension suggests the cartel's pressure will force her into a morally dubious decision just to keep MTex afloat. She may choose to align with the snakes, betray Tommy's principled stand in a futile attempt to save her husband's legacy. Meanwhile, Cooper is in over his head. His initial deal has spiraled into a life-and-death situation. The code of the snakes, that they only eat other snakes, means nothing to him. He's not a predator. He's a prey that got lucky. He will be forced to confront the brutal reality of his partners. And Tommy's father, T.O., his old resentments and grief make him a wild card. In a family where secrets are breaking the surface, he could be the one to reveal a truth that escalates the war or forces Tommy to make an unthinkable choice. Dancing Rainbows is set to be the episode where the show's tone definitively shifts from corporate thriller to crime saga. The snake and hog dialogue is the thesis statement. Tommy Norris has spent 3 episodes reacting, defending, and refusing. Now backed into a corner by tragedy, financial ruin, and a direct threat to his son's life, he must embrace his role as the hawk. He will have to start thinking like a predator to outmaneuver the cartel. This means playing a dirtier, more dangerous game than he ever has before. He will have to use their code against them, find rival snakes, and learn to strike from above. The dancing rainbows are a warning. The crash is the catalyst. And the hawk? The hawk is finally taking flight. The question for the next episode isn't if Tommy will fight back, but how many pieces of his soul he will leave on the battlefield when he does.